What's up guys, it's Lewis the Crypto Architect. I'm back with another video. So I've noticed some people have been struggling with understanding market. So on this video I'll be teaching you guys how to understand market structure, how you can understand market structure using supply and demand, and also with the use of premium and discount level. I might not show you guys how you use the premium and discount level on this video, so just subscribe to this channel so you know how you can use Fibonacci to get your demand and your supply zone. This strategy works 90% of the time because I always backtest this strategy. Also, for now I will show you guys the beginner ways of learning market structure through break of structure, change of character, and some other things you need to know. So first I need to show you guys how you can demand, how you can get demand, how you can spot demand, how you can take trade with demand zone. How you can get demand zone is that you need to, when a market is trending up, you get demand zone only when a market is trending up like this. You get demand zone only when the market is trending up like this. And when the market is trending up like this, it causes a break of structure. It always break a high. Let me just put it. It always break a high. It broke this high, and it broke this high. Now when a market is trending up like this, what you need to do when the market is trending up like this, you need to find the demand zone. And I'll also teach you guys liquidity, because liquidity is the most important thing in this market. If you can understand liquidity, you understand this structure very well. And I'll also show you guys how supply and demand works with liquidity. So when the market broke this high, let me explain demand for you. Demand zone is the last bearish candle. Demand zone is the last bearish candle before a huge bullish move, before a huge bullish candle has broken the last high. The last bearish candle before a huge bullish candle has broken the last high. So that last bearish candle is your demand zone. You grab. So that last bearish candle will be your demand zone. Let me show you. Let me bring this stuff here. The last bearish candle will be your demand zone. There are different ways you can get your demand zone. Sometimes the market won't come to touch the candle, that exact candle. So I'll show you a different way you can use Fibonacci to get a good zone, because the market can come to touch the discount level in the Fibonacci and leave without touching the candle. And I'll show you guys that one in the next video. So I just want to teach you guys basic first, the beginning. I just want to show you guys the beginning, how it works. Then I'll be going level by level. So let's say here is the bearish candle. Let me make this red. Let's assume here is the bearish candle. Let's assume here is the last bearish candle. The market broke this high. It came to test the low, this bearish candle. So on this kind of trade, here will be your entry. On a demand zone, the top of the zone will be your entry. Here will be your entry at the top of the zone will be your entry. Let me edit this. Here will be your entry. Then here will be your stop loss, then your take profit will be this high. Your take profit will be this high. You grab. Now if you have any question, here, if you have any question, just drop it in the comment section, so I'll add it in the next video. Now let's recap this demand again. When a market is trending, when a market have not start trending yet, let me clean this. Let's recap this. When, let's say, the market hasn't start trending yet, market is like this. Let's not count this. The market is like this, and it's like this now, and the market hasn't taken out this high, hasn't taken out this low. This is when the market started. This is when the market starts forming a triangle. So this is when the trend line traders will now come and be, sometimes, don't fall for this. They will now, instead of using trend line, there's liquidity. Just mark here. Instead of using trend line, just mark here as the last high of liquidity. I will show you guys how you can also use liquidity to know your correct zone, to know your perfect zone in the market. Let's mark here as our liquidity zone, here as our liquidity zone, and here as our liquidity zone, and here as our liquidity zone. And the market broke here. Let's imagine the market broke this high now, because now we're working on demand. The market broke this high and took out the liquidity, those that are selling right here. So you, as a structural trader, as you trade price action now, what you will do is that you will mark it as the market has broken structure. The market has broken structure right here. Market has broken structure right here. Market has broken structure. Then you mark your last bearish candle. Let's imagine, let me put this. Let's put this as a bearish candle. This rectangle right here. Let's imagine here's the bearish candle. Here's the bearish candle. And here is the bullish candle. Here is the bullish candle that broke the high. Let's make here the bullish candle. Bearish is the red candle, selling candle, while bullish is the green candle. I just changed the color. So right now this high got taken out with this. This was the low that took out this high. So right now you will now find your last bearish candle, the last low, the last bearish candle that took this high, and which was the last bearish candle right here. Then we mark our zone. Right here. Then we set our entry. Our entry will be at this point, at the top. Your entry should be at the top of the zone, and your stop loss should be few pips. Your stop loss should be few pips below the zone. Your stop loss should be few pips below the zone. And when this market comes down, sometimes it might just hit the tip of the block, the other block. The demand is, you can call it other block or demand zone. Sometimes it can just hit the tip of the demand zone or the other block and then continue its trend. But sometimes it can enter inside the zone. It can even touch here and keep going up and continue its trend. So right now this is demand. This is how you get demand for a beginner. If you are learning market structure as a beginner, this is what you need to know first. You need to understand this first. So let's get into the real chart now. Let's get into the real chart. So this chart, now the market was trending right here. The market was trending up right here. So now this market is trending up right here. What are we supposed to be finding? We're meant to be finding buys. Buy. The market is changing character. It's to uptrend. It's changing character, trending up. So at this point, we are going to be finding buys. And I'm meant to show you guys liquidity, how you can also get liquidity too. But I will use liquidity here. But in my next video, I will show you guys how you can also use liquidity to get your zone, how you can know your perfect zone with liquidity, and how you can use Fibonacci, premium, and discounts to get your supply and your demand zone. So the market was trending up here. The market was trending up here. So now this high got taken out. Remember, this was the last high. This was the second last high. The market changed character right here. Changed character right here. The market changed character right here. It broke structure. Sorry, the market broke structure right here. So wait. The market, yes, the market changed character. Change of character is the small break. The small break of last high. Why break of structure is the large break of the last, when the market break the last high. The, like, let me say, like the big break, that kind of stuff. So change of character is like the small one, while break of structure is like the huge, like, break. So now the market took here out. Where the market took this place out. So now let's look at where was the last low in this point here. Where was the last bearish candle? Where was the last bearish candle? Show me the last bearish candle. This is the last bearish candle. There was no any bearish candle right here. If you look at it, there was no bearish candle right here. So now this is the last bearish candle after the market has taken out this low. You understand? This was the last bearish candle. So this was the last bearish candle right here. So we're going to mark the zone here. We're going to mark our zone right here. We're going to mark this zone here. And we are going to make here our TP. And notice here was liquidity. Should I explain it? Why? Let me explain it for you guys why here is not a good zone. That's because, let me explain it for you guys. Here was liquidity. Here was liquidity because this zone wasn't tested. This zone wasn't tested. So the market like this zone was, let me put like retail traders right now, like people that don't understand anything about the market might think here is the last bearish candle that the market will retrace from, or might retrace from. So you saw when the market came inside this zone, when the market came, it started reversing. You saw these two bullish candle right here. Then they thought they were in profit. All of a sudden the market dipped down and went to fill the smart money traders. The smart money traders fill their orders, the smart money traders orders. So right now the market filled the order, the trade here, the trade order right here. Just then your take profit will be the last high. Remember when I told you that? Remember when I told you that your take profits your take profit should be the last high. Yeah, your take profit should be the last high. And you shouldn't get distracted by this stuff. You shouldn't get distracted by this stuff. Just your take profit should be the last high. So this is how you get your demand zone. If you have any question, you can just drop it in the comment section, so I'll explain more further for you guys. So let's find, this is the basic I'm showing you guys, how you can get supply and demand as a beginner, how you can spot it in the market, and how you can use it to find a trade, a setup in the market. But I've not entered the main, how you can use Fibonacci to get it, because sometimes the market might not come to touch this. It might not come to touch this candle. It might just stop here. It might just stop around this place and keep trending up. But I'll show you guys how you can get your demand and supply zone with your Fibonacci. So now let's get into supply. How you can get supply zone. Supply zone. Now, what is supply zone? Supply zone is the zone. Okay, supply zone is the last bullish candle. Supply zone is the last bullish candle before a huge bearish move has taken out the last low. Supply zone is the last bullish candle. It's like the opposite of the last bullish candle before a huge bearish move has taken out the last low. Supply zone is also where banks have set their orders. It's also a zone where banks set their orders. All these institutions, billionaires, and some market makers. So I'll show you guys how to get supply zone. Anytime a market is trending down, we always see something like this. Come up, something like this. Anytime a market is on a trend down, we always see something like this. So right now, if you have the knowledge of demand zone, just try to flip it. Like now, here is break of structure. Let's put it as break of structure. And let's make it as our last bullish candle before this huge bearish candle took out this last low. So now this was the last bullish candle before this huge bearish candle took out this low. And we saw that then you see that the market will come to retrace. You see that the market is coming to retrace to touch this zone, to touch the last bearish candle. You can put it from the bottom of the week. So the market will always come to touch this zone, to touch the supply zone. So now in supply zones, how you set your trades in supply zone, just imagine setting your trading with demand zone, but the opposite way. So your entry is going to be from here. Your entry is going to be from here, from the bottom of the zone. Your stop loss, let me check something. Your entry is going to be from here. Then your stop loss will be here. Okay. Your entry will be here. Why is it starting like this? Okay. Your stop loss will be here. The stuff is malfunction. I don't know. Then your stop loss will be here. Your entry will be here. Sorry. Your entry is going to be here. Sorry, guys. Then your stop loss will be here, like few pips above the zone, because sometimes the market can come up right here sometimes the market can just tip, like it can just do sniper entry, tip, touch it and come down. Then your TP will be here, your take profit will be here. This zone, the last low will be your take profit. So now let me explain it in action mode. Like, let me explain it very well for you guys if you don't understand that. So imagine this market is trending. Let's imagine a market is trending down like this. A market is consolidating like this. So the market hasn't break this low, hasn't taken out this high. So as a trader, we are going to wait to see if it can take any of this. Unfortunately, the market started consolidating. Like I told you, instead of using trend line, just mark out the last low and the last high, of liquidity. Then fortunately the market takes out this low like this. So as a trader right now, you see the market has changed character downward. So let's say it has broken structure already. Then we'll now mark it as our break of structure here. Then we'll now find our last bullish candle. We're going to find our last bullish candle here. Make it our last bullish candle here. Let's imagine here will be our last bullish candle. Let me change it to blue. Here will be our last bullish candle here. So let me make a huge bearish candle. A huge bearish candle. So we are going to mark our zone with the last. We are going to mark our zone with the last, like what we did here with the last bullish candle. We are going to mark our zone like this, our sell zone like this. Then we set our trade. Our entry is going to be below the zone as usual. Our entry is going to be this area. So guys, here will be your entry. Here will be your stop loss. Your stop loss is going to be here, like few pips above the zone. Then your take profit is going to be right here, the last place the market started retracing from, the last low the market started retracing from. So the market, then you now wait for the market to start retracing. Don't get distracted by all these moves. Then the market will start retracing. Then it might just hit the tip below and sometimes fall. I might sometimes hit the 50% or just cause like purge right here. Just take those ones that set their stop loss here and just fall. Otherwise, sometimes you need to put your stop loss few pips above the zone, above the zone, above, few pips above the zone, so before the market can fall. So now you understand how it works, as like how supply works now. So I do know why it's very possible for it to reject and fall. So it can take out this liquidity. But this liquidity, I will show you how it works on the next video. How liquidity work with market structure. So let's go here. There's a supply zone here. Let me show you guys how I got to that zone. So now we saw there's a low here, and there's a low here. Should I tell you why these two lows aren't valid again. They are not valid again. This low is not valid because this one has been tested. There's no more money here. This low is not valid because this one just tested it, because there's no money here again. There's no more there's no longer money here again. That's tested the demand already. Now this is the current low. This is the current low here, and the low got broken. It caused change of character. The market started changing character here. The market started changing character right here. Change of character right here. So now you are seeing that the market has changed character. Let me put this in replay for you guys. Oh no, it's not showing. Let me put it in replay for you guys. Replay for you guys. Let me put it like this. Let me do it like this so you understand it better. I could have done the demand in replay. Okay, now we saw that the market broke this low. Now we saw that the market broke this low right here. The market broke this low. Now we find our last. How you can find your supply zone? Remember I said you find your supply zone with the last bullish candle before a huge bearish candle has taken out the last low. Now this was our last bullish candle here. This was our last bullish candle right here. Then we are going to mark it here. We're going to mark it like this. Then we set our listing, our stuff here. Our entry is going to be here. Our entry is going to be here. Then our TP is going to be right here. It says that just this low. Yeah. Or you know what? Let me show you guys how you can get a good TP. You can get a good TP. You just look at this low has been tested. This demand has been tested. This demand has been tested. This demand hasn't been tested. So you just put your TP above this candle. Yeah. You can drag it down above this candle right here. So this candle right here. So now let's play it and see how this trade goes. Let's play it and see how the trade goes. It came up to test the zone. Then it hit TP. Remember, it hit TP after it has tested the zone already. And it was the zone. It hit TP after it has tested the zone already. And let me explain why it came back up here again. Why it came back up here. It came back up here to test another zone. It came back up here to test another zone, which was this zone here. Which was this zone right here. So you can enter another trade from here, because this low was taken out. When this low was taken out right here, sorry, when this low was taken out, this high wasn't tested. That's why the market took this liquidity right here. Those that put their liquidity right here, and came back down to hit TP. Then the market kept on going down. So this is how you get your supply zone. And let me do it for you guys for the demand zone. Let me explain let me do replay for you guys in demand zone. So let me do it like this. Let me do a replay like this from here. Okay, let me do it like this. Let me guess for you guys, so it will give you guys more knowledge. And you can also backtest this. It also work very well. So we saw that here was the last last high. This zone didn't get tested, or just here was the current high. This place was the current high. It changed character from, and here was the main high. It got it changed, it broke structure from. So the market broke structure. This is meant to come here to touch this zone. Look at this, is not a bearish zone. This is a bullish zone. So this was the last bearish zone, last bearish candle. So now it's called demand zone. Here is our demand zone right here. So after you have tested, after you have done it already, now you already know that here is liquidity. Here is liquidity because this zone hasn't been tested. This zone hasn't been tested. Sometimes the market might bounce from this area and be going, but this zone, there's still money there. That's why sometimes you can see a huge spike down and reverse. It might spike down because the market always spike down to fill the smart money traders, and the smart money traders limit and goes up. So now let's see how it works, how this trade went like this, because we have marked our change of character right here, our break of structure. Yeah, then let's play it and see how it goes. Here's our last bearish candle. Here's liquidity. Market touched. You see what I was talking about? This was sniper entry. Don't get distracted by all this. That hit TP already. So guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video for more to get more video on how to understand supply and demand, market structure, liquidity, how you can also use Fibonacci to get your supply and demand zone, and how you can use liquidity to know the zone that is perfect for a good entries. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you.
The cocaína,